basically, the paradigm that we're moving from is fear, and the paradigm we're moving towards is love. All right, peace and love to all y'all. Peace and love, peace and love. Trying to get myself situated, going on a little walk, so figured I'd express what's on my heart today. A lot of things going on, so no time better than now to do it. So that's what we're doing. So today's topic is the paradigm shift. We are going through a paradigm shift. Today, on my heart, it was my heart was telling me to speak on this because I have insight on it, and I want to be of assistance to my fellow man, which is plural from women and men. But right now, the paradigm that we know of, which we all know it, but I'm just putting words to it, is fear. Fear is the base of this reality that we're a part of right now, but it's ending. The shift is happening, and the whole scarcity, scarcity and fear, and one religion or a few religions, which a religion is basically a way of life, but religion and money, a lot of changes are happening as far as the pillars of this reality and what makes things real and what makes things not real. Say what's up. Chilling with the homie right now. So us spiritual people, or people who can see, we know it's been pretty tough. I've been on this planet for 32 years, and it's been a struggle this whole time, but I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot, and I've learned a lot about myself and the world around me, realizing, who is of the heart, who is for the people, and who is perpetuating this system and gaining from it. So with the world in the shakeup that it's been in, with Hollywood, people being exposed about their pedophilia or the underground trafficking, pedophilia chains that have been being exposed by all these elites. These are just souls who were willing to be the bad guys in this movie. So they're willing to do what I wouldn't do, or a majority of us, 99% of us wouldn't do. But that 1%, they're 1% because they're willing to do these horrific acts against humanity that basically is going to teach us to come together. So the message of this video is, we all need each other. We are not that problem. We are each other's solutions, but we've been turned against each other. First by gender, then the next obvious thing physically is color, complexion. So turning people of different areas against each other, like Bloods and Crips, literally down to a color. But obviously there's more deeper down aspects to it. But then it's been money. People who have money and who don't have money, haves and have-nots, people who have and people who don't have. So this paradigm is shifting. There's a new money system being brought in, NESARA. So the NESARA, that's going to be the National Economic Security and Recovery or Reformation Act. We're basically asleep and we're waking up. Our consciousness was in a state that was very, very sleep. So therefore, the masculine patriarch system had to take place for our survival. And when you're in survival mode for so long, it has its effects. We are not living in abundance. We're not living in our true energy. This is just a time period that we have to go through the precession of the equinox. So now we're getting to that point of that precession of the equinox where we are going to wake up. So people changing their food, eating more natural, being nicer to each other, sharing more, caring more, living more of the heart, listening more to your heart. All these things correlate to this paradigm shift, which is just us moving along the precession of the equinox to the point to where our species is at a heightened state of awareness and consciousness. The last time we were at this spot or at this consciousness or moving into this position in the equinox, the Egyptians were running the world, and we were creating amazing things. Our civilizations were at the height. So we're going back to that, but it's kind of like a cork or a coil. So we're at this same spot, but at a higher position. NESARA is basically going to be bringing in a new monetary system. It's going to start here in the United States, and then it's going to be a global aspect. But some are saying XRP. I'm giving y'all a little insight. XRP apparently is going to be a part of this new act, and they're going to back XRP by gold. Wow! That's what I'm hearing. But either way, we are about to witness a big shift in the world that we live in. The Mayans and other major cultures around the world have marked this time period, December 21st, 2020, as a major shift for humanity and the planet as a whole. The paradigm shift also correlates to this precession of the equinox. So we go through a time period of being awake, being asleep. It's the same shape as the fish on Pisces. Those who don't know what paradigm shift means, what's here on top is now here on bottom. Literally shifting it a full 180. It's going to be a big shift. We've been feeling it. We've all been anticipating it. And now that time's coming. We'll look up the event. In the spiritual community or the conscious community, they've been speaking about the event for a while now. The end of the Pisces era and the beginning of the Aquarius era. Self-love is the highest form. If you can't love yourself, you cannot give love to anyone else. So my message to you today is to continue to speak your truth, but find out what your truth is. Self-love. That is the message. Love yourself. Learn who you are. Know thyself. When you're on your journey of self-mastery and self-discovery, the goal is to learn who you really are from a spiritual soul aspect, not what your tendencies have been before. You've only been doing what you've been doing due to your scenario and what you have been believing. Your beliefs shape your actions, and your actions create your reality. So what do you believe? Start expanding on what you know and what you learn and what you expose yourself to. As you learn and get more broad, you start realizing other things about yourself. Learn about numerology, learn about astrology, learn the Hermetic principles, the principles that run this whole dimension that we're a part of. You know, most people are living in the box. The box is the matrix. Now there is truth in that box, but that truth only applies in that box. So once you decide that you want to be a part of the universe, be a part of the overall collective of the world, there are principles that are there for you. About to walk into a tunnel. Haven't seen this before. You have your personal guardian angels, your higher self. You also have the archangels, like Archangel Michael or Metatron, and you also have the Most High and the planets. You have Earth, Gaia right here under your feet. She got you. But we have to get her. We have to look out for her. You know, people are taking the oil, which is her blood, taking all the resources, but not giving it to the people of her planet. So all this is changing. But it's all about self-love. Self-love is the key. Once you open that door and close the door of fear, and you open the door of love, then a new frequency. Everything is frequency. Everything is energy. So when you change what you think, which is energy, then you change what you do, which is energy, then your reality changes around you, which is energy. So crystals are a great way to raise your frequency. I'm gonna do a video on food. Food is a great way to raise your frequency. You are what you eat. You are what you think. You are what you drink. So take responsibility of your reality. You are a co-creator. You are actively participating in the creation of the world around you, which is why they are so invested in what you think and how you think and what you believe, because that creates the reality. You are creating your own reality as you speak. You may not like your reality, or you may love your reality. People who love their reality, they're purposely, consciously creating their reality. People who don't, they're unconsciously creating through their subconscious that has been hijacked. And until you take your subconscious back, until you take your mind back and guard your mind, because there is a war on your mind, you have to guard your mind. Protect it at all costs. Choose what you watch. Choose what you listen to. Your eyes and your ears are the gateways to your soul. Be very mindful of what you're listening to. Be conscious of your actions. So this paradigm is asking us to go from being subordinates to be universal adults. Take your rightful position as your higher self and let the games begin. So this new paradigm, what is it going to look like? Well, from my heart, how I feel, from the religious aspect, people are going to start living their own religion. Everyone is going to have their own religion. Your religion is your way of life. So if you want to wake up at noon and eat cereal, then that's on you. If you want to wake up at 5 a.m. and meditate by the river, speaking of the river, it's probably more like a creek. But if you want to wake up and, do that, you can. If you want to worship trees or your cat, or if you still want to, be in a religion, you have that right to as well. But we are going to be more prone to living our own lives and not living the same life as everybody else, and trying to fit in this status quo and all that stuff. So in that aspect, I see a big shift happening. And also with money and abundance is going to be everywhere. People are going to start making money by doing things they love. Baking, sports, crystals, organite, or it could be art, music. But we're not going to be looking at these celebrities for all of our entertainment or all of our trends or advice. We're going to be giving advice to each other, and we're going to band back together as the people, as one. And we're going to be our own support, and everything else is going to come secondary. But the people coming together and providing what we need for each other, I see that being a huge aspect, which is why social media is huge right now. Everyone has their own channel. Everyone can broadcast their own message, because you have a message. Yes, you that's watching, you have a message, just like I have one. And at one point, I was just watching people do their thing, but it came to a point to where I was ready to start talking and expressing my truth, being heard. Speaking your truth is your right. You definitely want to, you're going to feel it in your heart more and more to express yourself, to get what's off of your heart out and have true self-expression. You're going to stop doing things that don't make you happy. If that job doesn't make you happy, leave it. If your girlfriend doesn't make you happy, leave her. Feel me? So if you're not happy with your situation, change it. That's it. This paradigm we are a part of now, people hoard their money. They keep it to themselves. They don't share. The people that are rich, majority of them keep the money to themselves. There's actually a rule for a certain athletes and artists not to bring money back to their people. So we're at a point in our species where selfishness and greediness is real, and they're pumping out these copy cutout religions, which again, religions are just ways of life, rituals that you do daily for your well-being. So religion, they're pushing religion on a lot of people, and at one point we needed that. Again, we were asleep. Like, these were basically like training wheels, spiritual training wheels, so that we didn't hurt ourselves or get out of line too much. But that time period is ending, and things are shifting, and we're waking up, and we're becoming more aware of what it is that we are doing, what we are a part of, and also our true purpose and our true essence of who we are and why we're here. So love y'all, appreciate y'all, and stay tuned, like and subscribe, share, and till next time, peace.